it's Disney Girl, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all of the information that you are going to need for Chapter 1 of the Snow White Tower Challenge. So on September the 17th, Maleficent is coming back to curse our kingdoms. So Disney Magic Kingdoms game did post on their Instagram page that they wanted 10,000 likes to unlock this very dark and mysterious chest that would reveal to us all of the information that we would need to face her tower. I am actually really happy that Disney Magic Kingdoms is actually doing this, and I hope they continue to do this method in the future because this is actually really awesome and very, very exciting. So let's go ahead and unlock it. So the featured collection is going to be The Nightmare Before Christmas, with the featured character, which will not get tired, is going to be Zero. Then we've got Jack Skellington and Sally, Oogie Boogie, the Mayor, who was a Tower Challenge character last year, premium character Pluto, Mickey Mouse, Troublemaker Pete, Minnie Mouse, my personal favorite, Boo from the Monsters, Inc. collection, who is a premium character, Sully, Celia May, Daisy, King Louie, who is a premium character from the Jungle Book collection, Mowgli, Shere Khan, and Goofy. So guys, those are going to be all of the characters that you're going to need to have leveled up and ready to go for Chapter 1. So we will kind of keep an eye and see the next mysterious chest pose that will happen on Instagram, so we can try and unlock all the characters that we will need for Chapter 2. So I'll keep you guys obviously posted on that. So here, this is from a previous tower challenge. You guys can see the tower there. Now basically that goes in sort of the place of the balloon in your kingdom, or sort of the place where we have the battlegrounds during limited time events. So we have different slots here, guys. I call them slots. So each slot has different collections that you can use the characters from. So this is just an example. And you'll see sometimes you'll have a slot and it will share a collection. So for example, Monsters Inc. was also sharing here with the Lion King. So again, that can sometimes happen, but sometimes they do just leave one collection on their own, kind of like as you guys just saw with the Cinderella collection. And then, on top of that, guys, we have to keep an eye out for characters that get tired. So all of these characters here are going to get tired eventually after you use them. Now, there are these little hot chocolate cups with cookies. They're called refresh tokens. So basically, you want to use these refresh tokens, obviously, on the characters that are tired, preferably on ones that are your highest levels. So if it's a level 10, for example, then obviously you try and use those refresh tokens on them. But again, if you only have your highest character at like, a level 5 or something, then I would definitely recommend you use your refresh tokens on those characters. Now, there is one character that will not get tired, and you know what? In Chapter 1, it is going to be Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So the featured collection, as we saw, is going to be The Nightmare Before Christmas. All of the characters are going to be used, but again, Zero you will not need to use a refresh token on, which is actually really great that there's always at least one character, if you have him, that will be able to go out and challenge the tower, again, even if you don't have those refresh tokens. So there's going to be a featured character that you're going to be able to buy character tokens for throughout the Tower Challenge if you guys want to, or there's going to be different characters and attractions from different collections. So as you guys can see here, this is Shanzi from the Lion King. So this is from the Lion King Tower Challenge that we had this past summer. So there are character tokens that will obviously come at a price. So we will need to save up our currency to make sure that we are able to sort of collect these tokens and stuff for that featured character, and that we can actually get though at the very end. So at the end of the 15 days, because each chapter is 5 days long, and you will be able to purchase these character tokens for that featured character sort of throughout the tower challenge. So if you just want to save up currency the whole entire way to kind of see, you know, what you actually want to invest in by the end and see how you do, then naturally you can just sort of hold on to your currency. You don't have to do it all in chapter 1. So if you feel like maybe your kingdom isn't ready for chapter 1 to do that well, don't panic. Chapter 2 might be a little bit easier for you, just depending on, you know, how you've sort of, you know, styled everything with your kingdom, level up your characters, what you've invested in, what limited time events you've competed in, and how well you've actually done in them. So everything will depend. Now there are, again, characters and attractions that you will be able to buy each chapter that will obviously naturally be able to help you out and sort of expand the character collections in your kingdom. So for the Lion King, that one was a little bit different just because you know, we had characters sort of all the way through being part of the Lion King that we were trying to get. However, in the past, how they've done it is each chapter you're able to get a character and an attraction from that collection that's being featured. So for example, chapter 1, we are using The Nightmare Before Christmas. So maybe, you know, for example, Jack Skellington could be you know, the one character that we can purchase, and Jack's house or something. So Jack and Jack's house could be those two items that we will be able to purchase at any point in the tower challenge, but that will be unlocked in chapter 1 for you guys to get. Now I would recommend investing in those straight away because those are typically useful to challenge the tower and everything, as well as a little bit of storyline that goes along you know, with the tower challenge. And naturally, if you do that dialogue and stuff like that, you will get more event currency. So that currency again is going to be useful to purchase that featured character or any of the characters again that are going to be featured throughout the tower challenge. So if you guys, if this is your first one, I do live streams and videos constantly throughout the tower challenge. So make sure you guys kind of stay tuned with my channel, and I'll again be able to help you guys out, answer questions about, you know, maybe what you guys should be investing in depending on the size of your kingdom. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that bell for post notifications so you guys know when I'm either going to be going live or posting a video. Also too, if you are enjoying this video so far, make sure you guys give it a big giant Mickey thumbs up. Thank you guys. So now I'm going to be showing you all of the characters and stuff that I sort of have ready for chapter 1 of the tower challenge. So I'll sort of show you kind of where I'm at in terms of my kingdom and everything and how prepared I am. So I'm just going to show you guys first my cute little spooky section in the kingdom. I just revamped this recently and I'm totally loving it. I've now included the brand new haunted mansion as well, so that is there collecting magic for me. Now keep in mind guys that these attractions can become cursed throughout the tower challenge every 4 hours, so you will be able to tap them a couple of times for a little bit of additional currency and stuff like that. Now the one thing you guys have to keep in mind is when one of your attractions is cursed and you use the gathering spell with Merlin, Merlin will not collect the magic for you. You'll have to go and actually clear the curse off of the attraction before you can collect the magic. So just keep in mind that you will need to do that again if you're trying to utilize and gather a lot of magic and stuff like that, which naturally I'm trying to do. I'm running a little bit low at the moment for me. I usually have millions, but I have used it all up recently, so I have to say, yeah. I definitely need to make sure I'm doing some saving. So again, tapping those cursed attractions, making sure I also get my magic from it is going to be very, very important. All right, so let's have a look here at my Nightmare Before Christmas, which is obviously that featured collection that we are going to be using for chapter 1. Then I'll go through all of the other characters that I showed you guys before in that little clip. So the featured character is going to be Zero. So there he is. It is possible that he will come in a bundle, guys, that you will be able to purchase for real money. Now that won't come up for me since I have Zero, and I've actually recently, I think it was last week, I just maxed him out. So he is totally ready to go, and this is really, really great because again, that character that doesn't get tired and need those refresh tokens, if they're maxed out, then you're kind of putting yourself in the best possible situation straight away. So I'm actually really happy that I am totally ready for this. Then I've got Jack Skellington. I just got the other day to a level 9. Now I don't know if he will be a 10 in time. I'll have enough magic for sure to do it because he's only 16,250, so that should be fine. But I might be a little bit slow on collecting his ears hat, but they're not typically very difficult to collect. They are uncommon, so again, even if there is a conflict, as you guys can see, between like Oogie Boogie's dice there and then Jack Skellington's ears hat, it is uncommon, so I should still be okay for the drops and stuff. But again, he is gonna get tired, so having him at a 9 is actually still pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Then I've got Sally at a level 9. She is a little bit more difficult, again, to level up and stuff. Her character tokens are a bit more challenging, but I do have a few more of them already. So I'll try and make sure that, you know, I try and maybe get Sally to a 10 if I can by then. Obviously, if these guys become available, I will try and level them up straight away. And I find it really does help now with these special scrolls that you guys can see, just beside the requirements there in the top left hand side. I have 2 scrolls, so I don't know if I can buy any right now. Oh, I can actually, for 600 elixirs. So what happens with this, guys, is a new feature in the game. I know if you guys already know how to use it, I apologize for a little bit of the repeat here, but it is 600 elixirs, which you guys obviously can get elixirs from Merlin's Conjuring Cauldron. Just trade in some of your decorations, concessions, and all that, and you will be able to get these elixirs. Now remember, it uses magic, so you need a little bit of magic to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys. You just purchase one here for 600. You'll claim it. Now, the one thing is they have a bit of a limit on how many you can buy and stuff. So the next one I can buy is in 21 hours, 42 minutes. So again, I got to be a little bit careful of, you know, what I use them for, at least at this point, but it shouldn't be too bad, because I do know on the 18th we are getting, I believe it is 3 from our calendar reward. I have shared that with you guys obviously in the last few videos and stuff. I tend to put it right at the front, so if you guys want to obviously see the calendar for the month, you guys go ahead and check out one of my other videos. Oh yeah, so anyways, there's the character scroll. Very useful for leveling up the characters. Then I was on Sally, right? Yeah, so she was a 9. Then we've got Oogie Boogie, who is also a 9. I doubt he'll be at a 10, but you never know. If he's a 9, I think that'll be fine, obviously, for the Tower Challenge, especially for Chapter 1. I think I'm actually pretty golden with this. I'm really, really happy. And then I've got the mayor here, guys. So as I said before when we were talking about the mayor, when we saw him come across as one of the characters, he was one of the actual characters from the Tower Challenge, the featured character that we were trying to collect for at the very end last year at Halloween. So that was really exciting. And I don't think we're getting a Tower Challenge for the Nightmare Before Christmas this year to expand on this row with the mayor, but you know what? That will be another time. So I am hoping for Lock, Shock, and Barrel maybe on this line at some point, along with Santa Claus. Maybe it'll just be Santa Claus and not Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Not sure, but I feel like those 4 characters will be coming to the kingdom at some point. So I feel like that's why they gave The Nightmare Before Christmas another row and didn't just kind of shove them there at the end beside Oogie Boogie. So anyways, those are some of the characters that we are going to need for Chapter 1 and their levels. So again, I'm pretty happy with where they're at right now. Then we've got, all right, we had Pluto next. So my Pluto has been maxed out for quite some time. He is for gems. Now he's, again, a premium character. He will come in a bundle, or you can, you know, buy him for gems, whichever you guys want to do. It doesn't really matter, but he is very, very useful. We do see him time and time again, you know, being used as one of those Tower Challenge characters. So I am really happy that I did invest in him early on and max him out. The next character was Mickey Mouse. I've had him maxed out too for a long, long time, but if you are a smaller kingdom, I would definitely say that Mickey Mouse is pretty easy to level up and stuff, so definitely get on that straight away. Then we had Troublemaker Pete. Now, he's on the next row here at the end. So Pete, he's maxed out. Now, you have to actually defeat Pete to unlock Space Mountain. So, yeah, if you guys haven't done that, if you're kind of that size of a kingdom, don't worry. Just try and push along your storyline, obviously, to get there. But again, don't panic if you guys do not have him. Now, Goofy was one of the other characters here. So Goofy is maxed out. Again, he's been maxed out for a long time. I really did want like all of my Mickey and friends sort of maxed out quite early on when I got them. Then there's Daisy. So I have her maxed out as well. Then I believe we had Minnie Mouse was the other one. Minnie Mouse was on the first page here. So Minnie Mouse is maxed out. Now she comes a little bit later on, guys, in the storyline. You actually have to defeat Evil Emperor Zurg. So you have to defeat Pete. You have to do a whole bunch of quests and stuff. Unlock a lot of the land in and around Space Mountain, which they've just actually done an expansion on. So there's a lot more land there to put your stuff, which is fantastic. So then you have to defeat Zurg, and then after that, very shortly after that, you do unlock Minnie Mouse. So that is really amazing, and she is really awesome when you do get to that point in your game. Then we're gonna look at the Monsters Inc. collection. All right, so we'll start with Boo, because Boo is a premium character. I actually recently invested in her like a couple months ago, I guess now, and she's already maxed out, so that's fantastic. She doesn't take too long to do. Like, she is one of those earlier sort of premium characters, so she's not that expensive either in terms of like using your magic and stuff like that. But she does come in a bundle for either gems or real money. It's kind of up to you guys what you want to do there. Next, we've got Sully, and obviously for using Boo, we gotta have Sully, so he is maxed out. And then we had Celia May. So Celia, there she is. She is maxed out. Mike Wazowski's love interest. So that was it for Monsters Inc. And then we go into the Jungle Book. So let me just get down to my Jungle Book collection. So Jungle Book, we needed Mowgli. He's maxed out. I did him maybe 6 months ago now, I guess. He was pretty expensive, though, to level up. So, yeah, and he takes a while to collect for, guys. So if you guys are working on that, get a move on. Then we are using King Louie. Now, he is a premium character that I also invested in around the same time as Boo. I kind of did like a paid character wipeout, and I just went a bit crazy and bought a whole bunch. And I ended up maxing him out quite quickly. I was surprised. He's a little bit expensive in terms of magic and stuff to do. But again, totally worth it now for the Tower Challenge, 150%. And then this character, I'm not a big fan of that they're using, but Shere Khan. So Shere Khan, guys, he is the character, oh my gosh, that you guys have to actually defeat one of the vortexes. So it's kind of like Pete and Zurg and Mother Gothel, and then obviously there's Shere Khan. So Shere Khan here, he is extremely magic expensive. It's insane. 325,900 to max him out. All right, like he's expensive to bring into your kingdom. I believe it's like 900,000 or something, or I think it's just over that. It's some like really weird number. And so he's expensive to bring in, and then leveling him up is crazy. I think to get him to a 9, I think I had spent like 250,000. So you guys can see where my magic has kind of gone lately, you know. Welcoming characters like Timothy Mouse, leveling up characters like Shere Khan and Jungle Book and all of that, building, you know, very expensive attractions. Things have really taken a toll in my kingdom, so I am running a little low on the magic front. So basically, when I get enough magic to level somebody up that I need for the Tower Challenge, I pretty much do it. Yeah, that's kind of the point where I'm at. So I don't think Shere Khan's gonna make it to a 10, but you know what? I'm actually okay with that. A 9 is still pretty solid for Chapter 1. So that is all of the characters, guys, and their levels. So everybody's sitting at about like a 9 or a 10 pretty much in my collections, which is fantastic. That's actually really, really strong for chapter 1. Now, we are going to be using the Snow White collection, and we are also going to be using Beauty and the Beast. So make sure that you guys start getting your characters leveled up that you will need for the upcoming chapters. Now, I am assuming that Beauty and the Beast will be chapter 2. This is sort of my prediction. Chapter 2 will be Beauty and the Beast, and we'll be using probably all of the characters from that. If not, they'll obviously pick and choose certain characters, but I feel like for the featured collections, they'll probably use all the characters. LeFou, there's a pretty high chance that we will need him. So if I can get him maxed out by the time chapter 2 starts, again, I know I need like 100,000 more magic to do that. I will definitely try and keep working on that, but obviously Nightmare Before Christmas characters kind of come first, and you know what, to be honest, those cheaper characters as well. So like Chip is 11,000. I'll definitely choose to max Chip out before I do LeFou. Even if Chip's not used this tower challenge, it doesn't really matter. I know that I will be doing LeFou at some point, so it's fine. I'm actually okay. Even if he ends up staying in 9, it's not really the end of the world. Now, chapter 3, I'm guessing, is going to be Snow White. Now, I would say, I think if there's only one tower challenge that this didn't actually apply, is the Snow White collection should be used for chapter 3. That's usually how they do things. I think it was the Aladdin tower challenge that wasn't the case. So, I mean, it is possible, but I am thinking the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs characters and stuff are going to be used for Chapter 3. So we have a little bit of time to level up or max out those characters in the collection if you guys have them. Now, if you guys don't, again, don't worry, you'll be given an opportunity to collect some of these characters, obviously, throughout the Tower Challenge. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of my characters and stuff that I have. Now, naturally, the prince is sort of what I'm going to be working towards, but again, depending on the size of your kingdom, you may have different goals. It may be, to get Snow White, for example, because Snow White is going to be one of those characters that is going to be, we're going to be able to collect. I believe it is in Chapter 3, and then we're going to be able also to try and collect for her costume. So the reason why I haven't maxed out Snow White, actually, was because I've been waiting for this Princess Comfy Cozy costume. So, yeah, I'm kind of waiting for it before I go ahead and max her out. I don't even care if she just stays at a 9 whenever she, becomes useful, with the Tower Challenge. It doesn't really matter to me. 9 is really, really good. I really just want to see that welcome screen with her in the costume. And 32,000 magic, I should have it for sure by that time, even with leveling up all those characters. I will make sure of it as soon as I get that costume. It is possible the costume will come in a bundle as well, but I'm not totally sure just yet. And if you guys are a little bit unfamiliar with the comfy costume, we can see here Snow White's comfy costume is in the shadows. Won't be for long though, because we're going to be collecting that. Probably it might be available to collect for in the next, probably in a week's time from now is my guess. I don't think we're gonna have to wait until Chapter 3, but you never know. So we'll probably find out more in the next week, though, for sure, what's going on with Snow White and her costume and how we're gonna be able to collect for it and stuff like that. Now, after the Tower Challenge, Rapunzel's costume is going to be available for us to try and win or collect in a leaderboard event. I believe we're just trying to collect the fabric and stuff like that from the leaderboard. I'm assuming after the leaderboard it will be like Bo Peep's costume, and it's probably going to go into Merlin's shop. Now, if it doesn't, kind of like all the other Princess Comfy costumes, then we are looking at a possible chest later on that we are going to probably be able to open and stuff to try and get those costumes. I know I missed out on Mulan's comfy costume, unfortunately. I just didn't have enough currency, and I didn't have Mulan, so I spent it on all of that. So I did miss out on her warrior and her comfy. Now, her warrior should end up being maybe in her legendary chests and stuff like that at some point. But the comfy costume, not sure where these are going. They haven't appeared in any of the legendary chests as of yet with their collection. So, and it didn't appear in the Wreck-It Ralph one. So we'll kind of have to wait to find out how we're going to be able to get a hold of these costumes if you guys miss out on it. But we will be able to get them at some point. Like, don't panic. It's not like they're never going to become available. They will. It's just we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens with that. So, yeah, for now, though, we are going to be focusing on the Snow White comfy costume. And, yeah, Prince Charming, or Snow White's Prince Charming. It's so confusing having two Prince Charmings in the kingdom, but it's fine. We are definitely working with it. So hopefully you guys have found this video very helpful, and it makes you guys' life a little bit easier in order to prepare for the Tower Challenge on September the 17th. So we still have 5 days, guys. So make sure you're working on those characters, getting those scrolls, leveling up those characters, and making sure you are ready to go. Because this is going to be a really, really fun Tower Challenge for sure. And I cannot wait. So let me know in the comments below, guys, how excited you are for this upcoming Tower Challenge. And I will see you guys for the next Disney's Magic Kingdoms game video. Bye!